This year is a very special year for MultiChoice Botswana as they're celebrating the big 30 in Botswana of doing business, of giving you quality content, whether it's football, whether it's reality shows. And of course, I'm looking forward to talking more about my favorite reality shows with my guests that are going to be joining me throughout the season. Today, we'll be joined by the head of DStv Business, Mr. Lekgotla Ntshole, who has been recently appointed for this position. We're going to be talking about all things DStv Business. We're going to be talking about the packages that are available for you as a business owner, for your establishment, and the kind of content that they're going to be offering you to make your life convenient and to offer your customers premium content.
If you're in the hospitality or corporate industry, it's time to raise your business to its best with DStv Business's selection of entertainment packages designed specifically for work, stay, and play. Whether it's keeping your employees in the know with the latest news and current affairs, entertaining guests with the biggest series, movies, and more, or bringing everyone together for the big game, visit dsTV.com to add entertainment and experience your business at its best with DStv Business.
Today, we're joined by a relatively new face in the business. He is the newly appointed head of DStv Business right here. His name is Mr. Lekgotla Ntshole, and today he's going to be taking us through the different business packages that are available by DStv. Good morning, how are you?
I'm great, Lorato. How are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you so much. You're the new kid on the block and with DStv packages. Please tell us about that.
Okay, so what happened is late last year we launched DStv Business in November 2021, and the intention behind that was to basically launch a revamped approach and a more uplifted value proposition to our commercial customers. So what we have is that our residential DStv is for individuals such as you and I who consume content at home, and then we also have DStv Business, which is predominantly for commercial consumption and for businesses alike.
Let's get into the packages. We have DStv Stay, we have DStv Play, and DStv Work. I mean, tell us what's the difference, what makes all of these different packages significantly different?
Okay, so DStv Stay is predominantly designed for, offering guests the best in-room viewing experience for accommodation establishments such as your hotels, your lodges, your B&Bs, your guest houses. And then DStv Play is for public viewing, where, it's applicable to your bars, your pubs, your restaurants and nightclubs. And then DStv Work is for office spaces and workplaces such as, your normal offices and retail spaces where people are able to, consume our content either from a waiting area or from office or from a cafeteria in an office space.
Okay. So with those different packages offered to different businesses, I mean, what ideally kind of gives them like a distinguished difference? I mean, more times than not, you'll find that content that will play in a hotel and content that will play in a pub or a restaurant in terms of their entertainment variety. Is there some sort of a difference in terms of saying, are we going to just be seeing music with the DStv Play? Are we going to be seeing more of your reality shows on the DStv Stay?
Yeah, so thank you for asking that. So the distinctiveness between the packages is that they're tailor-made to suit each unique business entity. So, for example, when you look at our Play packages, what we have in Play is we have Ultra, we have Essential, and we have Play Basic. So those are the different tiers within the Play package. So the difference in that is that the content that is consumed in the Ultra package will ultimately have more channels by virtue of all your sports channels and all your music channels, looking at the establishment and what the patrons that come to that establishment would like to consume, which is predominantly sport and music. So when you look at your Stay package, is most of the in-room viewing, sort of content consumption is around movies, around lifestyle shows, etc. So the packages are themed in such a way that they suit the various business establishments.
Okay. We find certain businesses, though, still leaning towards the residential packages. How do you take them out from the residential packages? Because obviously that's what we've predominantly known DStv to providing.
Actually, one of the key intentions of launching DStv Business is to actually address that issue, because a lot of people and a lot of our customers as well are not aware of this. But viewing a residential package, in a business establishment is actually considered piracy in our sort of business setup. And why that is so is because we have content rights, etc., that we need to abide by. We have agreements that we have with our content providers, and the issue is that the view consumption of this content from a business establishment is that some content we don't have rights for public viewing as opposed to the residential viewing. So the anti-piracy drive that we are going to be kickstarting is to address that challenge, that we have a lot of businesses that are unaware that viewing residential packages in a business establishment is actually piracy. So we will be going on an anti-piracy drive to try and educate our customers around what piracy is of our content, and also just to try and convert them into and introduce them into our new DStv Business packages.
Okay, and speaking of which, we're fast approaching the 2022 Qatar FIFA World Cup. Can you tell me what you're going to be doing? Because, like you were mentioning, a lot of businesses and establishments don't know that using the residential package is piracy. They obviously want to be able to have access to sports and all of that stuff. So there's going to be, chances of a fan park. What is DSTV's plan this year with that? Okay,
so with regards to the FIFA World Cup, actually, it's going to be quite an interesting and busy time for us. So what we are planning to do is to encourage all our business customers to firstly subscribe to the DStv Business packages, because in that way they have the liberty to sort of run public viewings, which is for the games, etc. However, those who will at that point still be on residential packages will be pirating by virtue of residential packages not being allowed to be so when you have a residential package, you cannot do a public viewing because it's not for public consumption, it's for you and your family at home. So what we are going to be doing is to encourage our customers to subscribe to all the packages that under DStv Business, and also covering all the channels that the content will be broadcasted on.
Okay, so if somebody is operating, say, for example, a very small business, out of the city, because more times than not, you'll find that people in the city who are operating business would be more informed, but I guess that's what you guys are going to be doing, taking it to the people. If a person is operating a small business, like I mentioned, out of town, and they happen to have this residential package at the moment, what can they do for them to be able to still share, the games on the big screen? Because more times than not, you'll find that there's a small, nice hotel or a little guest house in a village, and people want to be in touch with what's going on across the world. So how can people get in touch with you in terms of that?
So listen, they by all means can do that. They can broadcast the games for their patrons on the basis that they're subscribing to the right business package. And how they do that is they can contact our office at 3605651, or they can email us at dstvbusiness at bw.multichoice.com. So those are our customer support and care line that they'll definitely get assistance on. So
let's now touch into the pricing of the packages. Obviously there's the residential packages that we are all aware of and the prices, but now in terms of the business ones, what are the prices? There's play, stay, and work.
So I think maybe because the minute you introduce numbers in any conversation, it sort of shifts. But with regards to the pricing, obviously our pricing was slightly impacted, and as we all know, the economic challenges that we've been going through, with the pandemic and everything, and that has essentially given there's been an impact in be it operational costs or content production or content agreements, as well as operational adjustments that we needed to ensure that we are because we obviously need to maintain our networks and ensure that the signal strengths are as good as they need to be, etc. So that being said, DStv Stay started as little as 130 pula, DStv 130 as little as that. DStv Work starts as little as 670, and then DStv Play starts as little as 500. So in all the different packages, you have your basic package, which is the entry level. You have your essential package, which is your median, package, and then you have your ultra package, which is the top tier in that package. So the pricing tiers will increase with the package that you select or you see fit for your business and your guests.
Okay, so with the DStv stay, for example, it's 130. I mean, in a hotel, there's probably, or guest house, there's probably 10 or more bedrooms. Is this 130 specifically going to be for one room, or is it for the whole entire subscription of the 10 rooms that you may have in your hotel?
Okay, so how the pricing is done is, so for example, the 130 is for our basic, which is our entry-level package.
Yeah.
The next tier is Stay Essential, which is 200 pula. And then the next tier, which is the premium, or rather the ultra package of our stay package, is 350 pula. So the billing is done per viewing point. So if you have 10 rooms, we multiply that by 10. Okay. Yes. And then if you have 50 rooms, we multiply that by 50. So that's how the billing is done.
Okay, so then essentially with the DStv Play, more times or not, if maybe you have 2 DStv, viewing points, then that would mean just literally double of the pricing.
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
Fantastic. Well, there you have it, folks. We're still talking more about DStv Business. We're just going to be coming back shortly. I'm still joined by the newly appointed head of DStv Business, Mr. Lekgotla Ntshole. Stay tuned.
Keep your staff up to date and switched on by switching to DStv Business for your office, branch, or retail space. Add entertainment to your business experience with our work package, a world-class thought-leading selection of business, news, current affairs, and sports entertainment created for professionals. To keep your employees in the know and your customers entertained, to experience your business at its best with DStv Business.
Welcome to your favorite online TV show. This is Dintshang, and as I've told you, today we're talking all things DStv Business, and I'm joined by the head of DStv Business today. We're still going to be continuing the conversation and touching more on things that I feel like people would like to know. First of all, where can people go and subscribe for the DStv Business packages? Are we still going with our DStv agents, or do we need to come to your HQ?
Yeah. Okay. So our commercial customers can pay for their subscriptions. So there's different ways to pay for it. They can either go to a branch. They can also, from the comfort of their offices or their places of operation, they can also do EFTs, through our DStv Business customer support line, where they'll be given all the relevant details they have. So it's just as easy as that. To contact us for all the business customers, they can call our customer line at 360-5651 or email us at dstvbusiness@bw.multichoice.com.
Social media?
Social media, DStv.
That's what it is. You heard it yourself. All you have to simply do is either come to the establishment to find out more about the DStv Business packages that are offering, especially now that we're fast approaching the biggest tournament in the world. I mean, all the football lovers want to be a part of this one. So if you're running a business, you don't want to lose any of your clients by not being able to cater to them and cater to what they like to see on DStv. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Lorato. It was great.
If you want to find out more, you can go on social media. DStv is where you need to go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, we'll respond.
Add entertainment to your guest experience with DStv Business for your hotel, guest house, or holiday rental. We have a range of options to suit your establishment and boost your star rating with the biggest stars of the screen, including an unrivaled selection of sport, soaps, series, movies, news, lifestyle shows, and something for the kids. While you keep your guests happy, we'll keep them entertained so they can experience your business at its best with DStv Business.
And that's it for me, your girl Lorato, Orapeleng, aka Losto. Do the most dough. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend and to tell another friend, because we are going to be back.